Leeds United have secured promotion back to the Premier League with 2 games left to go of the Championship season. They are now level on points with Burnley, with both teams looking to get their hands on the title. All this despite selling players for over 160 million euros last summer. However, let's give Leeds a rebuild after their return to the Premier League. And here we have the current Leeds team. I have terminated all the loan deals. I also have recalled Christensen back from loan, but I will sell him as he will join, I do believe it's Frankfurt in real life. And also we had Solomon on the left wing. I'll also recall or terminated his loan as we are in the Premier League now. And as you can see, I have promoted Leeds. I have also promoted Burnley, and the last team is Sheffield United as they are third in the league. So I relegated the 3 teams that got relegated in real life in the Premier League already. But looking at this team, we need some strengthening. We need a new defensive midfielder simply because we have no real third option. So I will probably sign a starter there. I also will sign a left winger. Same there, we don't have a left wing option. Harrison will also be resolved because I think he's joining Everton in real life. I have no idea. And also a goalkeeper. Melier has decent potential, I think, but after his current championship season, I just can't trust the man in net. So, looking to sign at least 3 players this summer window. We have some decent young players such as Bogle, Ampadu, Struijk, I think has already potential. Tanaka can grow a bit, Dan James probably not, unless dynamic potential take over. Aronson can also grow a bit, and also Pirou. So we have a lot of young decent players. Josef on the bench, Gnonto, Rodon, Vober, yeah. A really exciting team actually with a lot of decent young players, so let's just get into the business straight away. And our budget is 35 million euros, so let's just spend some of that straight away. Our first signing is a big one. His brother made his debut for Leeds the other day. He's a former Leeds player. We are back in the Premier League, so we had to sign the man himself, Archie Gray, one of the biggest talents in FC career mode. And that are all our sales done, and it's been a massive overhaul, or it will be as we will sign 2 more players. But we sold Christensen to Brentford, Darlow to Club Brugge, Weber has also joined Brentford, Guilavogi, sorry about that, has joined Sheffield United, Jack Harrison has joined Al Hilal, Chambers to Hoffenheim, Sam Byram to Spain and Getafe, Bamford, he's joined Luton, he had the chance to join LA Galaxy and join up with Marco Reus. He had the chance to join Inter Miami and join up with Suarez, Messi, Alba, Busquets, the Barca boys, but he joined Luton. Gallagher has joined Burnley. So now we got a lot of money. Let's take a look at the squad before we start spending them. And as we remember, this is a team with our new signing Archie Gray, and I do believe we will only sign a goalkeeper and a left winger, as the rest of the team is still pretty young. And I'm unsure. I will just take a look how much money I have left after I've signed a left winger and a goalkeeper. So let's do that first. We needed a new number 1 and we have signed him. He's got relegated in real life, but we brought him back to the Premier League, as I'm sure that will also happen in real life. Maybe not to Leeds, but I think he'll join the Premier League back again. It's Aaron Ramsdale. We needed someone with a higher rating. He's joined us for almost 25 million euros, which I actually think is a realistic fee as well. But yeah, 79 rated, still pretty young, decent potential, and a big upgrade on Melier. And our third and potentially final signing of the summer, I'm still unsure. It's none other than one of the biggest left-wing talents in the world, Antonio Nusa, who plays for RB Leipzig, and I'm really excited about this signing. He can play on the left, he can play on the right, I do believe he can play in the middle, and yeah, 20 million euros for Antonio Nusa is a bargain. So despite this, we still have 30 million euros left to spend, as we sold a lot of players. I'm unsure if I will spend it. I will just take a look at the transfer market, but let's take a look at our squad and see how we are as of now. And this is our current team. I have decided that I will not sign anyone else, as I feel like 3 signings in the first window is enough, especially for a team like Leeds, as we have a lot of exciting players. We have Ramsdale, 79 rated in net, Bogle 75, Ampadu 76, same as Struijk, Firpo on the left back 75 rated, Tanaka 76, Archie Gray 75, who is of course a really exciting talent, Daniel James 77 rated, Brendan Aronson 23 years old and 74 rated. Hopefully he can grow. Antonio Nusa, 76, 19 years old. Really exciting talent as well. And Joel Pirou up top. So I'll give this team a chance in the first season in the Premier League. There are some players that I think we will look to replace next season potentially, and that is Daniel James and Firpo. But we will see how they grow, we will see how we play. Maybe we are even back in the championship as this team isn't that high of a rating, but hopefully we can pull it off and stay in the Premier League. And as we can see, the first season looks to have gone pretty good as we finished the season with 3 wins and 1 loss in just 4 games. So if that's something that has gone on through the whole season, we could have done a really good job. And let's see, we finished 8th. We got, wow, that is a really surprising finish. I know we have a lot of young quality players that has grown probably, but I didn't expect that good of a finish. I was expecting, yeah, at the highest maybe 12th, around that, but 8th. Maybe we even got some sort of European football. I have no idea, as I don't really know who won different cups. But 8, really good. The FA Cup was won by Aston Villa, beating Man City on penalties. And the Carabao Cup was won by Newcastle, just as they did in real life. And Champions League is between Man City and Liverpool. Man City will probably win that if I just were to guess. So yeah, 8th in the first season, back to the Premier League. Leeds fans, it's looking good. And yeah, this is the squad after the first season. Archie Gray, actually pretty disappointing with his growth as he's just gone up 2. I was expecting more from him. Ramsdale, our first player in the 80s, as Nusa is 80 and Ramsdale is of course 81, so he probably got there first. But yeah, the squad looking alright. I still don't think it's a squad good enough for 8th, but Gnonto, as you can see, 78 rated, so he is now better than James. He's probably played a lot as well. Yeah, looking really good for the first season, so happy with this one. And Joel Pirou has had a fantastic season in the Premier League, scoring 25 goals in 38 league appearances and 6 assists as well. Nusa doing alright. Sam Greenwood for some reason playing a lot of games. Yeah, Dan James looks to have had a serious... He's got an ACL injury. Okay, fair enough, James. Sorry about that. So Gnonto has played instead of him. Growing 4 ratings but not delivering the best of numbers. Tanaka doing pretty solid from the DM, but has Mr. Gray played a lot? Yeah, 33 games, maybe he's got an injury throughout the season, I'm not sure. But Brendan Aronson has not played a lot, so he and Greenwood has probably shared the game time. Yeah, with this we need to bring in an attacking midfielder at least in the second transfer window. Apart from that, I'm not sure yet, but yeah. Some really good performances. Firpo delivering as well. So yeah, maybe a left back, I'm not sure. He's on the older side, but we will see. But yeah, Joel Pirou, star of the first season back in the Premier League for Leeds. And just in case you wanted to know, Liverpool won the Champions League, beating Man City in penalties. The board are feeling very generous, 77 million euros to upgrade our squad. And yeah, it will be some upgrades, at least an attacking midfielder. And I'm going to sign a left back as well. Some big signings needed to get that to get the push up to European football. Will we do it this season? I'm unsure. But yeah, 2 big signings and we could definitely and should definitely be there. Arsenal have around 100 million left backs, so I felt it was correct to sign someone, and we have brought in Nuno Tavares from Arsenal in a deal worth 20, as we can see, 20 million euros, or 24 million euros actually. Firpo has earned himself a move to Premier League team Brighton, and Sam Greenwood is joining Bundesliga team Union Berlin. This is a huge signing. We needed an attacking midfielder. We brought in Morgan Gibbs-White, who's been absolutely fantastic for a couple of years now for Nottingham Forest. In real life, he's linked to clubs like Man City, but now we brought him to Leeds United in a deal worth around 40 million, actually 46 million euros. What a signing Morgan Gibbs-White is. And this is our team ahead of the second season, and it's starting to look really nice. We now have 3 players in the 80 rating. 80 plus rating with Ramsdale 81, Gibbs White, our new signing 83, and he looks absolutely fantastic, and also Antonio Nusa at 80 rated, and also a lot of players pushing the 80 rating as well, including the new signing Nuno Tavares from Arsenal. So let's go and try to get European football. If you don't do that, I won't be too mad, because I still think 8th last season was above what we should have done. But yeah, let's get a good season, let's get some more growth into the team, and I think a lot of these players actually can stay here for the whole save to our glory to the Champions League. So yeah, let's see where we end. Come on, Leeds. And the second season has gone perfectly almost. We have got ourselves into the top 4, and that means one thing: Champions League football is coming to Leeds United. 4th place, beating Liverpool, Chelsea, Man United, just to name a few teams. And that's brilliant. Just 8 points from the league title. Well, that's a lot, but it sounds better than it is. We got the same amount of points as Newcastle, the same goals scored, the same goals conceded. So yeah, barely into the top 4, but that is a big result. The FA Cup, Fulham won against us in the FA Cup final. The League Cup was won. We actually won the League Cup. Well, what a season. What a season. Champions League final between Real Madrid and RB Leipzig. But yeah, 4th place in just our second season in the return to the Premier League for Leeds. And yeah, and as we can see, the team starting to look really good with some good ratings. But I still don't think this team is a 4th place team, because we have a 79 rated right back, 281 rated centre backs, which aren't phenomenal, same as the DMs. We have a lot of low rated, 80 rated players, but yeah, apparently it's a really good built team. Pirou probably had another brilliant season, Gibbs White probably delivering, but yeah, this team actually got top 4 and won the League Cup. And Morgan Gibbs White, what a signing! 28 goals from the attacking midfielder. Joel Pirou delivering 30 goal contributions as well. Tanaka with 26, that's a surprising one. He has been absolutely fantastic this save. Ramazani playing a lot of games. Nusa, yeah, disappointing season in terms of goal contributions from Nusa, but I don't really care about that as the team are doing that well. So yeah, some Tanaka and are really surprising me. Pirou doing well as well. And Gibbs White, absolutely fantastic signing. So yeah, some good performances by some of our key players. And as I forgot to simulate to the Champions League winners, Real Madrid won that 3-0 over RB Leipzig. But we just need to talk about this season: 4th in the Premier League, runners up in the FA Cup, and Carabao Cup winners, all in the second season back in the Premier League. If anything close to this happened for you Leeds fans, yeah, then you're gonna go absolutely mental. So we have 157 million euros if we want to make any signings. And I'm unsure about what or who I want to sign, in which positions. Maybe a center back, a right back I'm gonna get at least, because Bogle 79 rated isn't enough. But yeah, apart from that, I'm not sure yet. Maybe we'll just send a right back, but I'm probably looking for a right winger and maybe a centre back as well. We will see. And the first signing in the 3rd season at Leeds United is Chelsea's centre back Louis Colwill. And yeah, we needed a younger centre back because Struijk has reached his potential. Colwill comes in 2 ratings higher. I do believe he's 83 rated. And also more potential, so welcome to the club, Colwill. He's previously been owned by a Premier League club. We needed a right back. We've signed Jan Quoto from, I think he still was at he was at Losk Lille. We gave them 45 million plus Joe Rodon, as we don't need him as a centre back anymore. So 83 rated right back. Welcome to the club, Jan Quoto. We are absolutely raiding this Chelsea team. We've signed another one of their players. First it was Louis Colwill, and now it is Noni Madueke, who has joined from Chelsea in a swap deal, including Daniel James, and 48 million euros. We are changing formation from 4-2-3-1 to 4-2-1-3, as I want my wingers to be a left winger and a right winger instead of right mid and left mid, as I feel like Nusa and Madueke suits the left wing and right wing role more. So this is our team ahead of the third season in our Leeds return to the Premier League rebuild. Louis Colwill 82 rated of course, and Noni Madueke 83 rated, same as Jan Couto 83 rated. Our 3 signings that are hopefully gonna help us closer to the Premier League and also in our first season back in the Champions League. Let's see how it goes. We need some big growth in my opinion if we want to fight for the Champions League. I don't think we are anywhere close to that yet, but in maybe a couple of seasons we could be there if everything goes to plan. We have ended Season 3 unbeaten in the last month of May, and we have won the Premier League. It has taken us just 3 seasons to win the Premier League with Leeds United, winning with 4 points. We have the best defense in the league, so Jan Couto and Colwill were absolutely brilliant signings. But let's just simulate a couple of more days to see who has won the Champions League. But I've got to say, I'm really surprised we have won the Premier League. I didn't expect us to do that at all. I was thinking about us finishing in top 4 for sure, as we did at the previous season. But winning the league, I didn't expect that. And as we can see, Fulham got into top 4 as well. Man United 12th, not really surprised there. Sorry, United fans. So, yeah. Fulham 4th is probably even crazier than us winning the league. FA Cup was won by Chelsea beating Norwich. Carabao Cup was won by Chelsea as well, so they won 2 trophies. Champions League was won by Barca, but how did we do in the Champions League? Finished 9th in the league phase, knocking out RB Leipzig, and we also knocked out Atletico Madrid, so we came to the quarterfinals and lost to PSG. So we lost to the finalists. Yeah, losing to PSG is completely fine. I'm not mad about that at all, especially as it was our first season back in the Champions League. But looking at the team, I'm still surprised that we are doing so well. The manager I created may be a monster, because we have an 82 rated striker. We have 83 rated right winger, 82 DM. I mean, there aren't any spectacular players apart from like Gibbs White, who are absolutely insane by the way. Nusa is solid, and Ramsdale is pretty good goalkeeper. Apart from that, it's a normal top 4 team, I'd like to say. But we are winning the league. We are almost dominating English football at this rate, going from 8th to 4th to 1st. Maybe we come in back to back. But our goal is of course the Champions League, but winning the Premier League is really, really nice, and it shows us that we are on the right path. And Joel Pirou is absolutely insane. 43 goals and 7 assists, 50 goal contributions despite being just 82 rated. What is this man made of? He's I can't believe it. He's insane. Nusa is struggling though with the goal contributions, just 8 goals and 7 assists, but Madueke, however, 26 goals and 10 assists. That's absolutely fantastic. Gibbs White doing well as well. Tanaka still delivering solid numbers. But Archie Gray, where are you? Yeah, he played 50 games, grew 3 ratings. That is very good. So, yeah, pretty happy. We won the league. We have now won the League Cup and Premier League in just 3 seasons at Leeds. So, yeah, let's go and maybe try and win the FA Cup potentially. Go for another league title. But the trophy we are here for is, of course, the Champions League. And as you can see, Wilfred Gnonto has submitted a transfer request, so we need to find a backup right winger. So that is at least on the cards. And as you can see, Madueke, he will grow up very soon, so we don't need to buy another starting right winger, as he of course had an insane season last season as well. We've just done a straight swap. Gnonto has gone to Marseille in this save, and we have signed former Manchester United £100 million signing Anthony. Welcome to Leeds. And Anthony has joined us. We just needed a backup right wing. I just looked at who had an alright rating. Anthony 81. So he won't start instead of Madueke. And he is also good enough if Madueke is needing a rest or becomes injured. So yeah, a solid just backup right wing signing. Welcome Anthony, mate. But apart from Anthony, I'm actually just gonna use the same team as last season. Ampadu and Tanaka may be in their final season as a starter. or as a starters if they don't grow massively, because 82 rated isn't really enough. But I'm giving them another chance just because I feel like they deserve it. We have won the Premier League. We have or did well in the Champions League, so they deserve another shot at it. However, it may be their last chance for Champions League glory as starters. But we will see how we do. Are they growing well? Then they will of course stay in the team. But Ramsdale 85, Colwill 85, Nusa 86, Gibbs White 88, Gray up to 84. But Pirou is the star of the team apparently, despite being one of the lowest rated players. But he is not going anywhere as of now, unless he has a shocker of a season. But yeah, let's see where we get. Hopefully we can win the Premier League again, but at least top 4, that's the bare minimum. That's just what we want to do, as the aim is to win the Champions League. And our 4th season as the Leeds manager haven't gone exactly as we dreamt of. However, we are still in the top 4. We finished 3rd with 79 points, with Man City of course winning the league title. The FA Cup was won by Newcastle. Did we win the Community Shield, however? Yes, we did. The Carabao Cup was won by Tottenham, and the Champions League was won by Juventus. And I do think we had a struggling Champions League knockout stage. Yeah, we didn't even reach the quarterfinals. Where are we? We went out to Athletic Bilbao on penalties. That is pretty disappointing. I was at least hoping for something more. But yeah, the final was won by Juventus. The growth in the squad, however, Nusa up to 89, same as Gibbs White. Colwill is 86, Ramsdale 87. So yeah, Ampadu is still not growing enough, and Tanaka growing a bit. But yeah, it looks like we will go for a centre back. And Nuno Tavares isn't exactly developing as I hoped either. But yeah, we will just take a look afterwards. But yeah, this is the squad after season number 4. And did Pirou continue his insane goal scoring streak? He did. 37 goals in 52 games and now up to 85 rated. Madueke didn't play a lot. Nusa, yeah, played mostly, to be fair. But yeah, just 13 goal contributions from him. He hasn't. I was expecting a lot more. Gibbs White also struggling. Well, Tanaka almost getting more goal contributions than our star attacking midfielder. Joseph getting 4 goals in 6 games. That's pretty good. But yeah, did Anthony play a lot? No. Who took was Ramazani? Did he take Madueke's minutes as the right winger when he was either injured or whatever he was? I have no idea. Anthony 15 games, 2 goals. Fair enough, mate. Not exactly insane that. But yeah, Gray also starting to grow really, really nicely. And I know I said I wanted to maybe look for a centre back to replace Ampadu in the starting 11. However, he is the Leeds captain in real life, so I want him to play a part in the full journey and not just become a bench player after a couple of seasons. So I'll stick with him for a few more seasons. If it doesn't work, I will of course sign someone else, but it will be nice to have him lift the Champions League trophy. The rest of the squad is looking really good. Tanaka is getting on the older side in terms of career mode in his prime. However, he still will develop, so I'm not gonna look to replace him as of now. I'm giving Tavares 1 or a couple of more seasons as well, maximum. But yeah, I think the squad is looking really good. I want to keep these players, and as I said in the last rebuild, in the Girona rebuild, I want like to not just sign a completely new team every time. I want to give the signings enough time to actually get the growth going, so we don't use the same players every time, because of course there is every player doesn't have 90 potential. There are just a few, so it would be nice to have Ampadu on the way, Tanaka as well. Pirou is also from the original team, so we have like 3 players from the first team, and also Gray, Ramsdale and Nusa, who we signed in the first season. And the bench players are of course full of Leeds players in real life, and Mr. Anthony. But yeah, we will stick with the same team. Let's see if we can do, or if we have a better Champions League campaign now, and hopefully we can get back to the Premier League champions. And season number 5 as the Leeds boss ends very, very disappointingly. We barely, or it was a lot of points, 6 points above 5th place, but we are 4th place, 19 points behind the title, which just Yeah, that is not good enough. We are scoring a lot of goals. We are having a pretty solid defense, but we just lost too many games. The FA Cup was won by City. We didn't win that. We lost in the League Cup final, and I know in the Champions League we lost in the semi-finals on penalties to Juventus. We were just a penalty shootout from reaching our Champions League final, and Juventus also won the final on penalties. So yeah, I do think our squad is good enough. I won't do any changes for the next season, but we can just take a look at who did good for us in the terms of stats. Ramsdale playing 60 games, fair enough. But yeah, Pirro, 87, 61 games, 36 goals, 10 assists. Madueke doing well as well. Tanaka going up 4 ratings. I think it was very smart that we didn't sell him because he's turned into a monster. Tavares also doing well. Ramazani playing a lot of games. I have no idea why. Maybe Nusa was injured, but he still played a lot of games, so he probably gets subbed on right wing and left wing. Probably striker as well. But yeah, Nusa, high rating, but he just isn't getting the goal contributions we want. But where is Gibbs White? There he is. He's 91 rated, but those stats are not a 91 rated attacking midfielder stats, same as Nusa, not a 90 rated left wing stats. But yeah, Pascal, maybe you should put him as an attacking midfielder. 4 goals in 22 games. Anthony, 4 goal contributions. What a signing. But yeah, some alright performances, some very disappointing ones, but we'll stick with the boys for the next season. And as I said, we will just stick with the same team, and there is no reason we can't win the Champions League now. Yes, Ampadu is the weak link, but he's the captain in real life. We are sticking with him, but just look at this team. We have multiple 90 plus rated players, high 80 rated on the rest, and then Ampadu 84. The squad depth is also good with 81, 82, 82 rated, 80 rated, 81, 77, 76 rated players on the bench. So yeah, let's finally do it. I'm sure this is our season. It has to be. We are too good not to get to the Champions League final. Or if we don't do that, at least win the Premier League. Come on, boys. We are now in season 6, and that sees us winning our second Premier League title with 84 points. However, our main goal of Champions League, we still have not reached a final. We won the FA Cup, however, so we won the double, Man United winning the League Cup. But the Champions League, I think it was a really disappointing one for us. Yeah, we didn't even reach the quarterfinal. We went out in the round of 16 to Real Madrid after winning 3-0 away. No, 3-1 away. We won 3-1 at Santiago Bernabeu, only to lose 2-0 at Ellen Road. Wow, that is disappointing. That is really disappointing. Do we have any big issues in the squad if we take a look? No, the squad is looking perfectly fine. I'm still trusting them for another season. And yeah, come on boys, just get to the Champions League final. I believe in you. Pirro continues to deliver good numbers. Nusa getting on the better side, however, still struggling. Gray 91 rated as well. Tavares doing well from left back position. Madueke scoring like never before. But please let me know if do the roles in the tactics matter when you simulate the games. Like I would believe an inside forward will score more than a winger on attack. Let's just see. I'm just switching him to this. Gibbs White, you're not a half winger. No wonder you are struggling. I have no idea. Just balanced and roaming. Yeah, I will see if that plays any part. I have no idea if it does in simulating, but if it do, it will be pretty cool. This is a squad ahead of season number 7, I do believe. Come on, Champions League final, we have to be there. We have our lowest rated player is our captain Ampadu 85, but apart from that 87 is the lowest, and then we have a team filled with 90 rated players. Even our goalkeeper Ramsdale is 90 rated. The midfield 92, 90 and 91. No excuses, guys. I don't care about the Premier League. We can finish 20th for all I care, but we need the Champions League final. And as we can see, we have finally reached the Champions League final, and we will play against Inter Milan. I do believe it's season number 7 or season number 8. I think it's 7. But yeah, we are finally in the Champions League final. But first, let's see if we won the Premier League. Did we win the Premier League? Yes, we won the Premier League. We won the Premier League by 18 points, scoring 91 goals. We absolutely dominated it. The Community Shield, we won that as well on penalties. The FA Cup was unfortunately won by Arsenal, beating West Brom on penalties. The League Cup, we won that as well. That is 3 trophies. Nice won the Super Cup. But yeah, we are in the Champions League. It could be the treble plus the Community Shield that we have won. The playoff absolutely cruised past that. It's first against second in the Champions League final. And in the round of 16, we barely won against Slavia Praha. 5-2 on aggregate. And then also just got past Juventus with 1 goal. But Paris Saint-Germain got absolutely destroyed by Leeds, 7-2 in total. We won 5-2 at their ground, and we will take on Inter Milan. But let's just take a look at our performers this season. Ramsdale, 24 clean sheets, even getting an assist, not too bad. But yeah, Pirou, 48 goals, 5 assists, the most surprising player of the save. Madueke, brilliant season again. Gibbs White as well. Tanaka still delivering, but Nusa still struggling. So I guess me editing his role didn't matter at all. It's just been poor this rebuild for us, but we don't care. Morgan Gibbs White delivering though, up to 93 rating. Yeah, really, really good. Gray, 92. Anthony, where are you? 1 goal and 1 assist from 7 games. What a player Anthony is. But yeah, this is the team we have in the final season. Ramsdale, 92 rated. Yankautu, 88. Ampadu, 85. Our captain from the start. In real life, he's the Leeds captain. He's been there the whole way. Colwill, up to 89. Tavares, 88. Tanaka, also Leeds player in real life, up to 90 rated. Archie Gray, former Leeds player, Leeds Academy graduate, up to 92. Gibbs White, 93. Madueke, 91. Antonio Nusa, 91. And Pirou, who is also a Leeds player in real life, who has been the most surprising player in this save. Him and Tanaka, I didn't expect them to be this good, but he's up to 90 rated as well. And the bench is just filled with Leeds players in real life and Anthony as well. So we have a good bench as well. Yeah, really, really happy with this team. Pirou on the run, our first chance in the final. Can we do something? Pirou still managing to get the ball somehow. Morgan Gibbs White, but the shot is just wide. Rodrigo against our captain Ampadu. But Ampadu is showing who the real boss is out here at Wembley this evening. Gibbs White down the right hand side. Morgan Gibbs White, our number 7. Cut back. Sees Antonio Nusa. Does some beautiful skills and he finds the back of the net. And that sees us taking the lead in the Champions League final, celebrating right in front of the Inter fans. Antonio Nusa, who's been here since the start, gets the ball from Gibbs White, does a scoop turn and finishes with his weaker foot into the bottom corner. And there's just one task on our hand now. Don't concede or score more goals. Can we do it straight away? Gibbs White to Pirou. No, we cannot. And Inter Milan on the attack now. They get the header off, but Rodrigo heads it just wide. Ampadu is just the boss out here. He's the proper captain of Leeds United. Been here since the start. The captain in real life who started this attack. And Morgan Gibbs White tries the long shot, but it's just blocked. But we still got the ball. Can we do something with it? Gibbs White tries something. Tries to find Pirou with a beautiful pass, but Diogo Costa saves it. And that would have been a fantastic goal. And that is a good ball. Pirou, who tries to sweat it to Gibbs White. And that is Leeds United 2, Inter Milan 0. And it's 80 minutes gone. And that means one thing. We are 10 minutes away from winning the Champions League with Leeds United. And that is a fantastic team goal. And can Inter Milan get something straight at the end here to make it somewhat interesting in this towards the end of the game? They do, but Ramsdale with the save. Just get it away. Let's go, Tanaka. And this should be it. Inter with a horrible cross, and we are Champions League winners. And here we are on the bus, treble winners, the Premier League trophy, the Champions League trophy, and I do believe it was the Carabao Cup trophy. Treble won in our final season. What a rebuild it's been for Leeds United, and if you made it the whole way, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like and subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to you guys next time.